Hey guys, what is up? It's Latula Arts, here to subject you to the pain I willingly put myself through for absolutely no reason whatsoever. For your viewing displeasure and my artistic pain, I've asked my friends to make and send me the absolute worst looking things they can muster using doll maker apps. I'm starting out this series with what I believe is the best of them. The most acceptable, if that's to give any inclination as to how the rest of this series will go. Also to note, I'll be giving some tips on what not to do when designing a character based on mistakes made in these characters themselves. A few of these will also be fully shaded, however with this one I've chosen to keep hers a flat color because I'm just too lazy to texture her fur, let's be honest here. Now onto the character herself, you can see she's your kind of atypical Neko cat girl OC with the one black angel wing and one white angel wing that are so overused in many quote edgy OCs today. It's kind of why I chose her instead of doing one of the more ridiculous ones that I've been sent, because I feel like something people have seen a bit of before is a better intro than just completely throwing everyone for a loop. And design-wise, I'd say the clothing doesn't exactly flow well. You have kind of a cutout shirt, bikini top almost, with some random strings going on and a slit skirt, and then you have these oversized boot covers in a dark and bright red. Now, color-wise, having a pastel purple as a base color really contrasts poorly with the bright tones of all the clothing in her hair. Try to keep that in mind when building a character, that if you want to keep pastels, don't use a lot of neons because they will really clash and make things look clunky. And vice versa. If you want to make something that's super bright and pops, pastels will clash a bit with that and take away from that effect. Also try to keep in mind that some colors just don't work. Bright red and pastel purple do not meld well together, for the most part. And I'm going to talk about one thing real quick. Rainbow OCs. Now yes, this character has just about every color in the rainbow aside from blue incorporated into her. And I see many people on the internet try to achieve such an aesthetic. And I'm here to tell you, it's time to stop. Rainbow ombre characters are incredibly hard to make look good, especially if you don't have a lot of experience with color mixing and color theory. Now, there's no saying that you can't have that chance of it looking good, but save that for when you're more experienced with character making. Please, save yourself and any artist you might commission to draw that character that pain. Don't make your characters rainbow barf. Please. Now, if you do want to incorporate rainbow into your characters, try doing so with accent pieces, belts, hair clips, skirt trim, logos on shirts, things like that. Little details that'll still include that, but it's not the entire body of the character. Now, back to the actual theme of it, keeping pastels with pastels and bright neons with bright neons. If you're going to draw a background for your character, which I'm not doing with this one, try to make sure that the character goes with the background. If you're making a pastel character, a bright, vibrant, natural-looking background is going to clash seriously with them, and vice versa. A pastel background is going to clash seriously and wash out, or not really wash out, but just not generally look good with a bright neon character. Lavender Town actually has an amazing video on this. I'll link it in the description. She words it far better than I do. And I'll also mention, I know I changed the character's hair to being a kind of more pastel version of itself, as you're seeing here. I do fix that later on in the video, I promise you, just so that it kind of shows that difference. Now, as for her markings, sometimes you can make like browns on purples work if it's a more bluish purple. I will say with this, it doesn't really meld all that well because of what a deep tone the brown is instead of being a more light pastel color. Same with the green of the clothing. If it was a more pastel version, it would actually complement the purple rather well, especially if it was like a spring yellow green type color. It would look pretty nice. Now that's about all the time I have. You guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed my video.